Hello everyone, welcome to episode, I think it's 87, and what's the plan for today? I know that was the title for the previous one, but kind of looks like this. I always ask myself that question, what can I do today? And we have different factors. I ask myself, how much energy I have to do things I want, because I want to do loads of things all the time. I want to do gardening, I want to go outside and make the front of the house prettier, and I would want to knit, I would want to make tassels now, I would want to record finished object video, or I would like to edit a video, or I would like to make a delicious food, although I don't cook, remember that. So it's kind of more like a project for me, but make something that we've never had before, so that's interesting. Anyway, you're probably thinking why I'm wearing a hat, because my hair look the best and it's kind of cheers me up. I'm a hat lady. So this is Full of Minis hat. It is something that I really like to do, and I probably will cast on a new one. I have 3 overall. Oh well, I have this one anyway on my head, and this one is, was that my second? On the screen now I'm going to show you what kind of hats I have. Nerds, Full of Minis hat. That was something that I wanted to do for like a period of fall and winter, to have something that I can use minis. And as you can see, I use 24 over here 5-gram minis to create this hat. You overall need 120 grams, so that's quite a lot. If you knitting a fingering weight hat, you would think about to have from the 60 grams to approximately 90 grams, depending on the size of the hat and how textured the hat is. Okay, and also you can mix colors, so then depends how much you need to use for. But anyway, with this one, 120 grams. So now battery. As I said, 24 grams, 5 grams minis to knit this hat. And what you do, it's a folded brim all the time that you're doing. It's just the math and stuff like that. So this is my pattern. If you're interested, check it out. I'll put the link down below. So you can have your own leftovers, you can swap. If you don't know how to swap with people, go down below. Maybe you can arrange to swap with someone 24 5-gram minis, and you can keep them to celebrate Advent, to do like an Advent calendar thing, or you can just basically do that on your own, pick a month and have fun. It will take a time, for sure. The trick over here is to have a contrast each time. It will be better for you to see which stitches you need to pick up on the wrong side. That's the main tip. Tell everyone. And then what I do, I keep the ends, and I do wave at the end. Someone was asking me, do I wave in while I'm knitting it? Do I stuck the things between the folds? No, I haven't done it so far, because I wanted to use every bit to put it into the pom-pom, and the pom-pom itself I think will take 1 mini skein. So if you want to make the hat bigger, just definitely, that's another tip, make sure it's long enough. This decrease is quite rapid, so if you need to use that 1 mini to create an extra fold in the body section. Oh my, yeah. But anyway, as normal, we don't know what's going to happen, because it depends off my ideas and time that I have. Don't forget, I also work full-time, so it's not only that I can have fun here and there, but it may look, while you're watching this video, that I just stay at home and I'm in the car knitting, or I'm heading to trips. But that's not the reality. What's your plan for the day? Let me know down below. Subscribe, like, and enjoy the rest. Let's make more tassels. For my second shawl, I have actually 3. I'm hoping to show you that soon. But if you're interested how to make tassels, on the screen you can see I do have a tutorial, which will be also linked in the pattern, but you can practice right now. Morning, another walk, another weather. I love this kind of temperature. It's kind of chilly, but sun may come out, maybe it's a little bit early for that, but
Yeah, so I'm wearing my, how do I call this hat? Just knit hat. This is a free pattern and free tutorial on this channel. I put link down below. No shawl, vest, be safe, and a fine and dandy socks. So something like this I posted on Instagram because you can go and find me over there too. Today is quite an exciting day because I'm planning to record finished object video for my pattern, my new shawl, which is Lights and Twigs shawl, but also I'm knitting. I've knitted already one, but I'm just test knitting my pattern. Hat, matching hat, and the shawl is paid for pattern. The hat is free pattern. If you go and check it out, there is a limited time from the moment I publish it with 20% off. Check the links down below in the show notes in the finished object video. If it's not there yet, it will be, so subscribe, like, and stay tuned. Just saying, the hat will be free, but it's only one size, an adult size. Yeah, and I hope you're going to like it. Now, if you think that would be a brilliant idea to create a free tutorial for that hat, even though you don't know how it looks like, leave a comment down below. That will motivate me. You'll motivate me to do that. So, and because it is worsted / DK weight yarn, it knits up pretty quickly. Well, this is the road that I walk. And you know, my apple pie love their apples here and there. They're tiny little things, but it does not matter. But the location to get them is a little bit difficult. So they're all on the ground, wasted. Oh, heartbreaking. Random fact about me. Weird story. Probably I shouldn't share, but I think lesson learned. Life lesson learned. When I was a kiddo, the only, I would say, a few things granted that they were solid was that I had apples. My grandma had an apple tree, few apple trees, so we always had as a snacks an apple. And as a kiddo, you know, when you hear that all the time you're getting an apple, not like other kids, other cool kids would have bars, chocolate things, and so on, you have a tendency of rebellious actions. So once I obviously wasn't happy about it, which was completely, what do you call it? Well, I shouldn't be. I should be so grateful. But I decided to go to the market and buy an apple. So I did. I was walking around, I was trying to pick an apple that we did not have, and it would be the best ever, so I could spend my little money and enjoy my sin. So I did. I was asking everyone for apples because when I had little money, I always did my research. Now these days we have money, so we don't do researches. Well, we started from now when your health is not getting so well. You know, you're asking yourself questions then. But anyway, moving on the site. I found an apple that looked like an apple, but it tasted like a pear. Who would not want to check that, right? So I bought it and I ate it, and since then I developed allergic reaction. I couldn't eat any apples, and it lasted for a few years. I think it stopped when I came into Ireland, and after a few years in Ireland. I've been in Ireland for the last 14 years now. So not only did I add that apple looking pear, but not only I couldn't eat apples, I didn't swell up, my throat would swell up a little bit. I developed allergies to carrots, kiwis, and some foods. I'm still kind of allergic to carrots if it's like a raw, and when I was a kiddo I really liked to eat it around, and inside was the best, and you know, so yeah, and now I have an obsession about apples. Well, not an obsession, now I would want to have orchard. I would like to have a few trees, so it's just, I everything whole circle, isn't it? So, have you ever had a similar situation that you took things for granted, you weren't happy about it, even though they were for free, and then it just went around in your life and you came back to the same point, let's say? Let me know, I'm interested. But yeah, so now I can eat apples, but with carrots, I wouldn't. Kiwis I could, but then I will have... Anyway, random fact about me. Now, I showed you this hat already in the previous episode, and now it's time to put some tags. This is my tag, like with my logo, but in the shop you can find others with a year too. I'm not sure for how long I'm going to have them, but check it out. As you can see, done, and I can't wait to record from the shop check video. So pretty! And here's the hat, Light and Twigs hat. It's a free pattern, and I'm knitting another one in the... Ooh, that's a red color, but most of it is burgundy with a hint of purple. I'm not sure, can you see it, that purple in the camera? Slightly, you might see the fluff of that going on. So nice. So I finished one and I'm putting a tag on. And just to let you know, because it is my design, that's why I'm putting my logo on it. If I knit any hats that are different designs, I use the tags from my shop. I have to show you something. So Viviette posted a story which I could repost. So if someone tags you on their story, you can repost the story. And this is how I did. I added 2 photos over here because I knitted these socks too, and I'm telling you this yarn story. So I got this yarn from Kay from Baker Bears, from her D-stash, and I knitted a pair for myself and swapped leftovers during Woolen Yarn Festival with Viviette, and she knit the pair too. So this is well used ball of yarn. So cute. Check Viviette B1 on Instagram. Now I have recorded a video for the finished object for my pattern. Now I can show it to you in case you haven't seen it. So I have knitted 3 shawls, and the first one is this one. And the story was like that Seb, he never asked me to knit anything for anyone so far, and that was the first kind of request. So I thought, you know, well, I'll knit something and I will just make it my own, so when he gifts it he can say that I designed it. So you can see this shows beautifully on lighter, no unicolor yarns, and this one is Lima Drops over here, 9020, and on the screen, I know it's 50 gram balls, but if you multiply it, you will get by 2, you get 100 grams measurements, okay? But for this one, I used slightly more. I think I finished this in 200 grams, but I was a little with the tassels. Then I thought, I'm going to support a local indie dyer, and here it is. And I'm going to knit original pattern once I wrote down everything what I did with the first one. So here it is. Shauna Yarns, I don't know how to say it, I'm so sorry. But she does a hand-dyed, natural hand-dyed yarn. So on the screen you could see what we have over here. Because it's slightly less than 200 gram, slightly less than 200 meters, maybe on the screen I wrote down something 100 something. It came up smaller, the same size knitted, the same needle size, and I had some leftovers, quite a bit. So I used 2 skeins and I still have some leftovers with this one. And if to compare size-wise, you could notice it's the color difference too. One is grey, one is slightly more beige. And you can see this. And probably they would be quite the same, but the
the blend is slightly different. Chivon's yarns is 100% super merino, I think. Yes. No. New merino, so it's not even superwash. And so this is this kind of beige color. And Lima over here has 65% wool, 35% alpaca. And if you know, alpaca have a tendency to stretch. So just saying. But as you can see, it's not that big. And because my calculations did not end up the same way, and basically, I'll show you. I wanted all the twigs, so we have lights and twig sections. We have, I think, 6 videos over here in regards how we do bind off, how I do stitches, and so on, so on. For beginners, you would be able to follow it up. And what you can notice that the twig section is uneven in the center. So I had to do a math calculations to make sure that those twigs will end up in the center all the time. So therefore I could rip all of it out off and not have a shawl and knit again with the same yarn, or just find my stash of different yarn that I can use. And I decided that because that way I end up with 3 shawls. I can give to one, the first one definitely the recipient that Sebs wanted to, and the second one I can send to, I have someone in mind. And now we have this darker one that I was able to maintain the same space from the center to the twigs. So I'm happy with that one, and that one was the final one, and the yarn that I got was in Edinburgh. So cute. As you can see in person, you will see it even better. It's very hard to show on the photos or on the camera and the texture on the darker yarns, but in person you could definitely see it, and especially during the evening time. As you could see, the light is just... So this shawl, the same. I like the size. This is a small, it's not large here, and I like this. And this is a rainbow heirloom. This is a yarn that is dyed in Edinburgh, so you can see it, and information about yarn itself on the screen. It's 100% superwash merino wool. So I knitted 3 shawls. One is 65% wool, 35% alpaca. The other one is new merino, so it's not superwash. And this is a superwash. So you could see the difference. Maybe I'll show you, because that is also small, and compare it to each other. And you can see that the black one is just slightly longer, bigger. So by that much. And just to compare those 2 ones, we have over here, yeah, in 100 grams, 233 meters, and here 230 meters. So in yards on the screen, because Shauna doesn't have any yards. But I believe if this is 250 yards, this will be like 260 yards. And I'm talking, and I did it again. So just the difference also. Here we have 100 grams in the ball. This is 115 grams. Therefore, in the whole skein, 150 grams, if there is 230 meters, we actually have 200 meters. So this would be quite close to my first shawl, but because it doesn't have alpaca, it did not stretch that much. The gauge over here is 15 stitches by 28 rows, and rows will give you this length. Okay? The length of the under neck edge. So try to get that too. That way you will have a nice shawl, as you can see. And I think that's all. I love it so much. I think it's such a festive winter shawl. I really like it. I'm not sure, should I say festive? I mean festive by like celebrating the winter season. That's what I mean by that. I love it so much. In life we have a bit of elements of lights, but also twigs. Anyway, I'm hoping that you really like the design. I figure out that I'm going to publish also a free pattern with a hat. Oh, this light is brilliant, so you could actually see it. And for this one, I'll do a finished object video. I don't have information about that. That's 100% wool, and I think is diamond yarn. This one. No, this is not the diamond yarn. I'm knitting now with diamond yarn, the second, because all those twigs go the same direction, and I think in the pattern this will go this way, this will go that way, so it kind of balances it up. I don't really mind. I'm not going to frog it because it's a good hat. And I'll just show you how it looks, you know, construction, not the texture. And I think will be really cool with this together. Because I have some leftovers from this, but that's only 34 grams, 30 grams. So that's what I said. I used 200 grams for this shawl, and I have leftovers 34 grams because the skeins per set, they're 115 grams from the rainbow heirloom. Yeah, just bear that in mind. So when I'm publishing this episode, I'm going to, maybe again, extend a little bit. When I'm going to publish this video, I'm going to give you a separate code, check links down below, for a limited time just for the podcast, for those who are watching the podcast, not finished object video. That was a completely different one. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. If you like, you can wait for the free pattern for the hat, and if you like the hat, then you can decide that you can knit a shawl. Shawl is a paid for pattern, hat will be a free pattern. Discount 20% off. Just as thank you for helping me with the signing element. First of all, I want to thank my test knitters because they did an amazing job. They also pushed me, that's a better word. Okay. Encouraged me, challenged me to create tutorials for this shawl, which I did not mind to do. It was so much fun for someone to, you know, tell me like, come on Barbara, do it. So I hope you're going to enjoy that too. The tassels for the shawl, just to show you how to make a tassel, is no rocket science, but you can definitely check it out now on the blog, on the channel. So you can check it on the channel. It's there for everyone. You can also practice with this. And that's that. Thank you so much for, thank you so much for your orders. We almost don't have it. You're probably wondering what that is. I was just doing the tutorial for the bind off. It's kind of an I-cord, but it's not like a basic I-cord. So yeah, so I think one left. When you're watching this, probably nothing left. But if it did, just double check. And I also have some evening stars. Maybe that's gone too. I'm not sure. But like I said, that's whoever has Knitting I Love pouch. This is something special, and so far that'll be it for now. Once I sell all the circular needles, just to let you know, I have some DPN's pouches and they will go on sale. So just an update about the shop, and I hope you're going to like it. Thank you so much for support, likes, and all the comments down below. I read them and I respond to every one of them. Last but not least, thank you so much for my test knitters. Thank you for knitting the shawl. Just to remind you, the shawl needs approximately 2 skeins, slightly more sometimes. This one, the heirloom yarn, rainbow heirloom yarn, this comes with 150 grams, and that's why I have 34 grams left. So yeah, but to be safe, 2 skeins.
I told you already that this shawl, done with Drops Lima, my old stash, beautiful yarn, is a gift knit. So I'm thinking to pack it, and I've never, I think, sent shawl before, and this is triangular shawl, so I'm trying to figure out how to pack it to make a nice thing. I made a cake. I call it a lazy cake because it's so simple, and I haven't done it for a while, and I thought it would be brilliant to bring Seb back home a little bit quicker because he left me for a weekend away to sleep in the mountains with a few people. So yeah, that's about on the screen if he published a video, and link down below. If not, I'll let you know later on. Here are a few things that I got. I think I got that as a gift. I don't want to put names, but I know from a friend. I want to say Susan, but I'm not sure. And these are quite fun, but because, like I said, this is more a Seb's friend, and I'm not sure which one to use. Hand knit with love and care, just for you. And we have instructions on the back. Or go a little bit cheeky and write down, I have deemed you knitworthy. I like this one. And you can have information on the back. What do you think? I'm just leaning towards this, to be honest. I'm not sure why. Ooh, hard to pick. To be honest, I need to make myself my own thing because I'm not completely happy with this. Yes. So here it is. I try to do my best not to use any tape. The only thing what I use is a sticker made with love, and I just put some stickers on the top because I think it's cute. So this is what I come up with. Will I be able to show you how I did this? Maybe in the next one. But yeah, I just wrap it around without any tape. It's just a paper. And it's kind of solid. As long as this stays. Cute. And now I've decided to actually check this out. This is my old whip. I'm not sure, do you remember this sweater? This bag I got last year from during the Bubbles Yarn Retreat. Grace's one. She actually finished one. Do I have information about the maker? So I'm not sure, do you remember, but I'm knitting Radiate by hiyhiya, and I'm using a knit crate yarn. I got 2 boxes, you know, the one box, 2 skeins, and that's $24.99. So that's a pretty good price for 4 skeins overall and 5 patterns. So yes, and here it is, a sweater. This is the beautiful color. So nice, so buttery. The blend over here is amazing. And just a butter. So it's going to be a gift knit. I know, a sweater. So I got it fitted for me, which will be probably slightly positive ease, I think. Although the pattern, you know, kind of specified to be closer to your body. Well, anyway, someone will grow into it. So I'm working on sleeves. And I will be able to put it on during finished object video and show it to you. What I'll do, I'll make a finished object video when it's not blocked, and then I'm going to block it because it's a little bit wonky. And to be honest, I'm so happy with the colors because I did not, what you call it? I didn't make skeins. I just basically, once I finish one, I start another one. And to be honest, I'm happy with the results. So that's that. These are leftovers from Tammy Wee Colors. She sent me some ages ago, and to be honest, they're not all. I just used 2 little balls, and I still have some left, so I can definitely make some beautiful hat. I know it looks a little bit weird, but you'll see on me it's fine, and it feels that it's too small, but it's fine even on me. So I think it's a perfect thing. So that's that. In regards to the needles I used, I think the pattern calls for, I don't remember. Anyway, I didn't print that page, I think. So anyway, I'll tell you all about it during the finished object video. I used 4mm, 3.5mm, 4mm, 3.5mm, and I'm switched to 3mm over here for the ribbing. And so far I used 3 skeins, so I will have one more. We shall see if I'm going to break into it or not, because I have just a little bit left from one skein, and I'm attaching it to both sleeves. So now I decided to look up. This is the person who made this bag, so you can check it out if you're interested. I thought I'm going to show you. She also dyes yarn, so just FYI. But I love it. I love this finish over here. I'm wearing socks, fine and dandy. But the sweater that I'm knitting, it's knit crate, as I said, and this is Audine wools. And over here, come on, Audine wools is a DK leaf eater, 85% merino, 15% cashmere, so it is not super wash. That's why it's butter. We have over here 276 meters. So yeah, oh, it's amazing. It's so amazing. And Knit Crate gives sneak peeks, and sometimes to the month before, and you know, with the coupon codes. If you've never done that, if you never bought a box, you can use my one. Check any unboxing. I don't want to promote too much over here, so there's no pressure, but it's a really good deal for the yarn. Obviously the blend and the Knit Crate membership changes, the colors are changing, the thickness of the yarn changes, but if you see something nice, it's worth it. Now, okay, let's be honest, it took me another morning to finish sleeves, and they're done, so I'm thinking to record finished object video at some stage, and then block it and pack it, dry it and pack it, very important drying part. So yeah. So now on the other side, I have a list of things that I want to do. Normally I keep it next to my bed, probably I mentioned that during one episode, and even though the list is long and I would love to do all of them, but I think time to go for a walk, because we have to take care of ourselves too. So now on the screen the shawl is available. I told you already, so hopefully you grabbed the discount code in the previous episode. I think that was previous episode, or we're checking it now. Behind the scenes, I'll be putting a free pattern, which is Lights and Twigs hat, and that's a free pattern to the matching shawl, but shawl is a paid for pattern. Meanwhile, behind the scene, before I'm recording that, I'm washing and drying my socks, and I think I made a boo-boo and I put one sock, and that sock, look what happened, dyed other socks a bit, and I'm not sure which one I should blame, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, it's just because that I'm be putting tags on my hats, and I just thought you would like to have that extra touch to it.
Your sweater. Very smart. I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious.
One more thing, just to let you know, there is a discount coupon code for tags in my shop. Check it out. Tags 10. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. Bye.